Squid Game, everything we know about Season 2. If you binge-watched Netflix's Squid Game and are still having nightmares, you should brace yourself for many sleepless nights. Since its debut in September, the dystopian thriller series has been Netflix's top must-see show in 90 countries and the streaming platform's most successful non-English show. The hashtag Squid Game now has over 27.5 billion, yes, billion views on TikTok, surpassing Bridgerton's previous record earlier this year. I would guess you're part of the billion viewers, so make sure to subscribe, because I know for sure you're too excited to know more, and that's just through this video. So better keep watching. Will there be a second season of Squid Game? A second season has not been announced yet by Netflix. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, Squid Game will almost surely be renewed for a second season. The series has catapulted to the top of the streamers' most watched list, and fans are clamoring for more. Plus, there's word that Netflix is investing more in Korean dramas. In addition, while the show's creator Hwang Dong-hyuk first stated that there will be no season 2, it looks like that narrative is shifting after speaking with the Sunday Times. So it's less about whether or not there's a story to tell and more about whether or not Netflix wants to give it a green light. Or a red light. Now, did I just crack a joke? Is it the only issue that can be foreseen? They'll need a completely new cast. This one has no survivors. Is Squid Game a limited edition series? Squid Game's creator, Hwang Dong-hyuk, told Variety at the end of September that he had no immediate plans to write a second season and that he didn't have any well-developed ideas for a follow-up season. It is quite tiring just thinking about it, he continued. In an exclusive conversation with RadioTimes.com, Hwang also said that he has pondered if a second season is possible. Better than season 1, adding, "I do not want people to get disappointed over the new season." It took Hwang over a decade to bring Squid Game to our screens after a number of studios turned it down due to its bizarre concept. So it's understandable if the Korean director only intended for the Netflix series to last one season. That said, we'd be surprised if Squid Game didn't return at some point after its massive global success. It's on track to be Netflix's most successful original show yet. And Hwang has already spoken about what he'd do for season 2, telling the New York Times that a new season would focus on the story of the frontman. When will the new episodes on Netflix be available? Squid Game's second season has yet to be formally confirmed by Netflix. So don't expect any additional episodes anytime soon. It's worth mentioning that director/writer Hwang Dong-hyuk began creating Squid Games as a film in 2008, and he revealed that 2 episodes of the series took him 6 months to write. Thus, the survival thriller was 13 years in the making. In September 2021, Dong-hyuk told Variety, "If I were to do it, I would certainly not do it alone. I'd consider using a writer's room and would want multiple experienced directors. If the filmmaker decides to collaborate with other authors, the pace of the second season's production will almost certainly be faster than the first." Squid Game Season 2 is expected to appear around 2024 or later, given that the first season was just launched in 2021. But for now, all we can do is wait for Netflix to announce an official release date. However, based on discussions with the writer/director, Season 2 appears to be coming out sooner than expected. Who will return and who will be joining us for the first time? Netflix and Siren Pictures have yet to make any casting announcements for Squid Game Season 2, but it's safe to assume Lee Jung-jae will reprise his role as Seong Gi-hun. I've received so much love and support from viewers. Of course, I have to play him again if there is a Season 2. But at this point, I don't know anything about how the story is going to turn out, or how the characters are going to change, or if there is going to be any new characters added to the series. I don't know anything right now. And I also don't know whether if Ji-hoon's role will still be the main role or like a minor role on the side. But whatever it's going to be, of course, I would have to say yes. Most of the players from Season 1 are unlikely to return, given their characters have already died, unless flashback scenes from their past are included. As a result, if the sequel wishes to explore Oh-il past, Nam's may see Oh Young-soo repeat his role as Oh-il Nam. Though the frontman is still alive at the end of Season 1, therefore Lee Byung-hun could resume his role, particularly if writer/director Hwang Dong-hyuk wishes to depict how Hwang In-ho became the frontman. It's expected if Wee Ha-jun would resume his role as the frontman's brother if police officer Hwang Jun-ho is found alive after being shot in Season 1. Gu-yu, the guy who invited people to the railway station, is very certainly going to return for Season 2. When it comes to newcomers joining the season, it will most likely be years before Netflix makes any casting announcements. But we'll keep you up to date as soon as they do. Of course, There's no certainty, but it's a possibility depending on where the creator and writers choose to go with it. What does Squid Game's ending imply? Dong-hyuk revealed that the finale of Squid Game, in which Gi-hun fails to board the plane to the United States, was planned. That was, in fact, my way of communicating the message that you should not be dragged along by the competitive flow of society, but that you should start thinking about who has created the whole system and whether there is some potential for you to turn back and face it, he told The Hollywood Reporter. So it's not necessarily Gi-hun turning back to get revenge. It could actually be interpreted as him making a very on-the-spot eye contact with what is truly going on in the bigger picture. So I thought that it might be a good, simple but ambiguous way to end the story for Gi-hun. In terms of the show's underlying subject, Dong-hyuk feels disillusioned by the economic gaps caused by largely capitalist nations, particularly those lacking universal health care. These days we are, in fact, living in a deeply unfair and economically challenging world, he said, especially after the pandemic. I mean, there's more inequality, more severe competition, and more people are being pushed to the edge of their livelihoods. Currently, I would say that more than 90% of people across the world will be able to somehow connect and empathize with the plight of the characters that are portrayed in the series. More than anything else, that's probably why the series was such a big success worldwide. What can we expect from the second season? We're willing to wager that your guess is as good as ours. Only Gi-hun and Cho Sang-woo are left in the competition at the end of season 1. Gi-hun wins in the end, but not before offering his hand to Sang-woo, who then commits suicide. The tasks are still going on with a different squad, so Gi-hun has lots of opportunities to become the ultimate hero and stop them all. One thing is certain, this isn't the first and doesn't appear to be the last version of the game, thus, the series might proceed in any way, akin to the Saw franchise. After focusing primarily on the candidates in the first season, creator Hwang Dong-hyuk recently told the New York Times that he would like a second season to focus on the Korean police. The frontman then tells Gi-hun that the Squid Game is a sort of entertainment for the wealthy, similar to horse racing. The winner, Gi-hun, is subsequently dropped off in an unknown area before returning home to visit his mother. A year later, Gi-hun is on a beach when he receives a rose with a black, pink ribbon-wrapped parcel with the words December 24th, AM 11:30 p.m. and AM, the 7th floor of a skyscraper. Inside, from your Ganbu. Player 001 is thought to be Ganbu, who Gi-hun believes he killed in the games. So does this imply that Gi-hun will be getting a second Squid Game? Perhaps. The second season could delve deeper into the stories of the employees, with Hwang telling RadioTimes.com in an interview that he may investigate the theory that the color of the dokji cards a contestant chooses determines whether they are a contestant or an employee, with some believing that choosing the blue card makes you a contestant and choosing the red card makes you an employee. Sounds like everything feels like a roller coaster. If you want to join the ride, it's one hit away, right at that subscribe button. So we'll see you soon.